Kia ora koutou. This is podcast number 4. My name is Scott Taylor and I'm the PSA National Organiser for Oranga Tamariki. I'm here in the National Call Centre. With me joining is Sarah Wilcox, our National Delegate. Lennis, who's our Runanga Delegate here for the National Call Centre, is unavailable due to being absent. We just had a meeting with the management here, with Greg Fazalco and Lennis. And we also had Richard Dagger and Adriana from Wellington attend as well. So the purpose of today's meeting was to set some parameters and guidelines in setting up some meetings so we can actually voice members' concerns and issues and comments within the call centre. So we've got some really good commitments moving forward. So I might ask Sarah if you can just talk about that moving forward.
We're in exciting times here, scary exciting times at the National Contact Centre. I'm delighted that we have relationships and fixed, predictable meetings going forwards, because we need to capture the members' meetings and work constructively with management for the ongoing work that we do.
And I think it's fair comment to say that the National Call Centre is kind of siloed, I guess, because it does sit within the outside of the residences and the other work sites, because it's a 24-hour, 7 days a week operation. So it is quite unique. So it does require something a little bit more specific and tailored to members here. So stay tuned. We'll put out a newsletter in the coming days. And on behalf of Sarah and your PSA delegates, we look forward to standing with you and listening and pursuing members' interests at the call centre. Kia ora.
Afternoon everyone, welcome to the 4th podcast from PSA National Delegate and Runanga teams. My name's Paula Cross, I'm with the korowai Maanki Youth Justice North, and I'm the National Delegate for YJ Residence and Remand Homes. But I'm based here in Auckland and I'm part of the Tāmaki Makaurau team. Not able to get everyone here today, but would like to introduce you to Joby, one of my colleagues up here.
Hey, again, my name is Joby George. I'm the National Delegate for the Central Auckland region. I'm based in Otahu, Oranga Tamariki. I'm a senior practitioner for the care and protection. You can get me anytime, and you can also find me getting into the PSA website and looking into my PSA. You can find all the delegates there, all the national delegates there. If you have any difficulty, call me and I will be there.
So what's also good about my PSA is the fact that we actually have our podcast screening there as well. And this week we put out our first newsletter, which has got some details in it for our national delegates and our Runanga delegates. So tomorrow is the regional meeting here in Te Tai Takarau for us. The regional Te Tai Takarau meeting is held on Tuesday, the 25th of February. Boy, is this year going really fast. And we have 2 meetings. We have the first one at 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, which is all of us national delegates getting together with our organiser. And then at 11 o'clock we meet the national part of DCEs and GMs that are here in Auckland with the HR team. This meeting is held at regional office, and it's on a quarterly basis at the moment, but we're hopefully going back to the bi-monthly. We're a bit sad that Scott, the national organiser, won't be able to attend with Manu and Rob, but we'll forward all the information from that to you in the next either podcast or in the next newsletter. But we just wanted to introduce ourselves for Te Tai Takarau.
Once again, PSA is the collective voice, and we have large members behind us, and we want more delegates coming on board to guide them, to be with them. So I encourage all the members to put their hands up to be a delegate. Thank you.
So out of that, it's really interesting that in the Tāmaki Makaurau area, we've actually got a third of the membership.
Oh, yeah.
So it's quite a big group that we look after, and there's 5 of us in our team up here. So watch out for the next podcast, and hope that you have an enjoyable day. Go PSA.
Talo wharawa, my name is Sio Kasipale. I'm the PSA organiser for Tāmaki Makaurau. Been in the role since July last year, and geographically it's quite a big area, large area to cover. and I have the biggest membership in the country. So it is very time consuming, and trying to sort of dedicate time to try and be everywhere at once is a sort of task in itself, but very rewarding. I've been able to work with the different kinds of delegates groups within the Auckland region, Central, South Auckland, and also the Northwest. So I have two of my delegates with me, one national delegate for Pacific Enterprises and another delegate who is on site at Otahu, Oranga Tamariki.
Kia ora, I'm Timena Kiria. Currently, I'm one of the supervisors for the caregiver recruitment and support for Team South Auckland, and currently based at Otahu site for now, due to be moving towards Hawaii Way probably sometime next month. I am the Pacific Enterprise rep for nationally for OT. I feel that it is a really, really important role because, you know, being Pacifica in a huge organisation, we tend to be misrepresented or misheard, and so I have the passion to continue to advocate, and let's join together to work together in addressing our Pacifica issues, because we are not the same like everybody else. So let's join together and support each other to making it easier for us to journey throughout Oranga Tamariki, because we are different, we are Pacifica, and we do have a voice within Oranga Tamariki. So I have been sitting in meetings with the South, the Central and the Northwest. I haven't yet gone out of Auckland to meet with the other regions out of Auckland, as my role is as the national Pacifica. And so my passion is to advocate and help our Pacifica colleagues, you know, from whatever they go through with Oranga Tamariki. That is my passion, to work alongside, to be able to assist them, you know, to help them, to tauturu them, to be able to continue with the various roles in Oranga Tamariki.
Kia ora, my name is Colleen Naidu, and I'm the PSA delegate for the Otahu site. I'm a senior practitioner for care and protection, and I'm a delegate now, I think, for the third year going. So my biggest role is to make sure that my whānau at work are having their voice heard. So that is some of the biggest things that I do. I have a great long tube box where people put in their gripes each and every other day. I collect that maybe once in a month. I open it all up. It's like pick up the ticket, and I start to address up the issues. So I want to be able to say that on our site, we're starting to address the issues, no matter how big or small it is. We're starting to get there. We're not perfect. We haven't, fully gotten there yet. There's a whole lot more work to do with regard to being tika and puno. And I think first we should look after, or we should make sure that we are getting looked after or taken care of first and foremost, so that we can carry on the mahi for the tamariki, for the tamaiti that we work with, and for their whānau. Because if we are not right, then nothing happens with our environment around us. So yeah, that's my biggest strength, is to take that voice, try to project it, try to get answers for the whānau that I work with, and this is my colleagues. So we understand that we're all human, and we understand that everything is a journey and a process. However, I think our people really want some really good processes with good time frames, and this is what I'm here to do. The reason why I'm a PSA member is that I feel really safe and supported by my colleagues, where I can have a voice and I can relay their voice as part of our ever-changing environment to get the best results for each and every one of us.
Look, and Tuesday the 23rd, which is next week, there's going to be the second regional meeting with the managers, and we're going to table some of our issues that have been happening right across Tāmaki Makaurau itself, Auckland, but also there'll be an opportunity for the national delegates and myself to be able to address some of these issues with the regional managers and DCEs and try and renegotiate the regional relationship agreement as well, which is one important thing that we need to renegotiate this year. But I think in general there are underlying issues around caseloads, and I think that's something that's never going to go away, but we need to keep addressing because a lot of our social workers are starting to feel really, really burnt out. There's a lot of social workers who are feeling unsupported, and the list goes on. Look, and but we'll address those next week when we come to that point. Yeah.
I really encourage you to take some time and watch these podcasts because there's some really good issues that are kind of put out there for those of us that have these niggling worries and don't know where to throw it out or address it.
So this is Sio Kasipale saying, so faso fue manuia labareasu.
Kia ora na eke manu ia whamtimena.
This is Colleen Naidu saying bye-bye, tot scenes, and kia ora.